Good evening. This is Maestro, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about Maestro casts and just some things that have been going on, some things that are going to go on in the future. First of all, I just wanted to say that I know some of you guys, if you've been trying to play games with me, you know that I've been having a lot of connection issues. It's been preventing me from playing games. It's also been causing me to ruin some games for other people, and I'm certainly very sorry about that. Unfortunately, it's just something that seems to have happened to my connection about a month ago. I thought it would just be something temporary and would just kind of fix itself, but it kind of hasn't. And it's also something that has interfered a little bit with my ability to upload casts and such. So I've ordered some new hardware. Hopefully that will sort things out. The next thing I wanted to talk about is that I know a lot of you guys have tried contacting me on Steam. Particularly on Steam, I get messages every now and then. I'm sure most of them are probably just invites to play, and I know that for the most part, my response rate is something like 10%. And part of that just has to do with the fact that I'm pretty busy. My schedule for the past year and a half or so, I've basically been working 2 jobs and going to school at the same time. So my schedule was something like I'd be out of the house by 7 a.m., then I'd be back by 7 p.m. And most of the messages I get are usually somewhere in between that time. And if you just send me a message on either through email or even just a message on YouTube, I will generally respond. Let's see. Next thing I want to talk about is just some new things that I'm planning to do for MaestroCast. As many of you know, Company of Heroes 2 is coming out, and I'm very interested in playing that game. I'm going to consider casting for it. Depends how well the final build works with my current video card, since the closed beta was really taxing my system. I had to run it at the lowest settings just for it to be playable. Hopefully that was just a reflection of the beta and not a reflection of the actual requirements of Company of Heroes 2. But I do intend to cast Company of Heroes 2 if it turns out to be a good game and if my computer can handle it. I certainly still intend to cast Dawn of War 2. I like it more than Company of Heroes 2, to be honest, and I will cast Dawn of War 2 games pretty much for as long as there are games to cast. And I'm also considering releasing a sort of informational video, kind of going over some of the similarities and differences between Company of Heroes 2 and Dawn of War 2. It'll mainly be geared to Dawn of War 2 players looking to pick up Company of Heroes 2, and just kind of giving you, showing you what knowledge you have that will work in Company of Heroes 2 and what won't. Additionally, I'm also thinking of doing some sorcerer strategy guides, some sorcerer video strategy guides, that is. That's something I've been kind of wanting to do. It's something that requires a little more time. It's a little harder to do than just recording a cast, and I've been a little bit busy, although I do have some time coming up, so I may get to that. The next thing I'd like to talk about is that I've actually gotten a lot of replay submissions, and my casting channel has actually been a lot more successful than I had really originally anticipated. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback, some constructive criticism that I've tried to implement a bit. But I just want to take an opportunity to thank the people who have sent me replay submissions, and I'm going to try to get as many of them as I can here. We have Captain David, True Example, VCrack, Fortune, Nerd Play Games, Winkle, DVDA Ass Monkey, Elephas the Inheritor, Blessed Spartan, PGP Manu, Tiger, Home is for the Heartless, Whitehead 1981, Stego, Zuka, Toila Ali, Retaxis, Grunk, Dr. I Cure You With My Kukri, Onbay Gear, Kvek, Lux, Costaman, Alpha Sam, Death Marine, Super Hooper, E.G. Ignominious Gamer, TG0, Chaos Librarian, Indrid, and Red Rupee. And there may have been a few others that I forgot. I tried to mostly use online usernames rather than real names, but I appreciate each and every replay submission that you've given me, even if I did not get to cast them. Some of them just kind of slipped through the cracks between version changes, and I've also just been a bit busy lately. In particular, I also wanted to thank Red Rupee, a fellow caster who's reached out to me, helped me. He has helped me out a bit with some of the more technical aspects of casting that have been a little difficult for me to learn, and also for bringing me on board with CoCast, both for just even if it's just on his channel or with live stream casting for tournaments. And then the final thanks I want to give is a thanks that everyone should be giving, which is the thanks to Keltos, and also probably more of an unsung hero, Lulgrim, who I believe is the coder for the Elite mod. He's the one who actually is actually doing the changes. While Keltos, as I understand it, is more just the team lead, more the decisions. But just to thank both of them for making the Elite mod. I think especially Keltos has probably gotten a lot more complaining than thanks, which he really doesn't deserve, just about whatever changes he's made. Personally, I was actually on the verge of quitting Dawn of War 2 before the Elite mod came out, and obviously now I've been playing it, casting it. It's been out for something like maybe almost a year now, and it's really grown on to be something big where it has its own community separate from the main game. And certainly there is definitely still people who play retail, but Elite mod has really taken off, and we should all be thankful to Keltos and Lulgrim for bringing it to us. And that's pretty much what I have to say for tonight. Have a good night.